Welcome everyone to an updated Celebrity Synastry chart reading where I will be looking into Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Adeline. I look at the dynamic between two celebrities using astrology, specifically Synastry. For those new and returning, I take notes on a Synastry chart looking at the couple's personal planets, signs, aspects, and if birth time available, house overlays. I share these notes and add my extra insights and interpretations along the way. And of course, as always, leave your thoughts in the comments below and let's get a discussion going. So if that sounds good to you, like, subscribe, and keep on watching. Yes, you heard all of that right. This is an updated version of the second Synastry chart reading I did with Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber. When I was doing the notes on those two at the time, I couldn't find Hailey's birth time. Yeah, so now Hailey's birth time has been released and it actually changes the whole Synastry chart as a whole quite a bit. So I feel the need to update it, otherwise I would feel very weird that this very outdated version is on my channel and without a new one, so here we are. Starting off with the sun, we have Justin's sun in Pisces and Hailey's sun in Sagittarius. Hailey gets impatient with Justin and she unintentionally hurts Justin. Justin doesn't understand Hailey and they support each other's hopes and dreams. I mean, I definitely see that on Hailey's side. Justin's sun in Hailey's third house. There's a comfortable atmosphere. Justin thinks Hailey is brilliant and they enjoy talking about their days. Justin thinks Hailey's predictable. Hailey feels smarter around Justin. And Justin sees Hailey as someone with good common sense. Hailey's sun in Justin's first house. Hailey really likes Justin, so yeah, we're seeing both of them seem to like each other. Marriage is possible, which is, it's good to see since they're actually married. Justin is energized by Hailey. Hailey is a light in Justin's life. They both feel positive about each other. They both feel familiar with each other and boost each other's self-esteem. Hailey feels Justin really gets her. They bring out the best in each other. Hailey feels she can be herself around Justin. And Justin appreciates the admiration he gets from Hailey. Thus far, there seems to be a lot of focus on how Justin feels about Hailey and what he gets out of this relationship, which I hope changes. Just pointing out some observations now. Justin's sun square Hailey's Mercury. Similar problem solving, they don't always see eye to eye. Lack of emotional satisfaction. I mean, so far we haven't seen anything that emotional yet. It seems like they just have an appreciation for each other. They challenge each other's perspectives, contrast in temperament and life goals. I kind of see that because, Justin seems to be very much focused on the music career and trying to be like a sort of family man, where Hailey, I'm pretty sure she still does some modeling stuff, if I'm not mistaken. They find it difficult to discuss ideas together. Both need to respect the other's differences. Duh. Hailey sees Justin as too self-centered. I'm not surprised because, in the beginning, it was a lot of, Justin feels this way about Hailey. She's a light in his life. It's all about him, so I'm not that surprised. I mean, we'll see where it goes. Justin sees Hailey as too rational and emotionally detached. In the very beginning, we saw how she can unintentionally hurt Justin, so maybe it's coming from maybe her being a bit too rational. Justin's sun opposite Hailey's Mars. Sparks fly, Hailey is defensive, both of them assert their independence. They compete with each other, they get annoyed with each other. So Hailey's sun square Justin's Mercury, this aspect is repeated, just inverse, so Justin sees Hailey as too self-centered. Hailey sees Justin as too rational and emotionally detached, and all the other things from before still apply. Hailey's sun square Justin's Mercury. Sparks fly, there's a competitive nature. There's a tendency to interrupt each other. Individual egos create problems. Productive to work on a mutual goal together. They both need to stop focusing on the details. Hailey feels challenged by Justin's dominance. I'm not surprised, even though he's not a typically dominant guy. Doesn't strike me as one anyway. Most people, I think, in the public eye, he does seem to be a bit more controlling of Hailey. Even I've noticed, she doesn't seem to be as, out there and, doing, or in her own right, she doesn't seem to be very out there. She doesn't seem to be doing a lot of modeling and stuff anymore, which is what her previous career is, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, in that way, he seems to be dominant in sort of controlling her, or having a heavy influence on what she does, because, coincidentally, she got married and suddenly a lot of things stopped for her, so They need to respect each other's natural habits and over time get more annoyed with each other. We're seeing the annoying aspect again, which, not great. Hailey's Sun square Justin's Saturn. Justin sacrifices his freedom. I thought this would have been the other way around, but we roll. Hailey's too sensitive to criticism. They both attempt to support each other. Attempt is the key word. Hailey may outgrow Justin. Justin tends to be too critical of Hailey. Hailey feels blocked and discouraged by Justin. I'm not surprised. Hailey sees Justin as older traditions she wants to overcome. Both need to really want this relationship to work. Hailey's Sun conjunct Justin's Pluto. There's a deep attraction. Hailey is drawn to Justin. It's not a superficial union. Justin is more dominant. We see again, I feel like he's sort of in a more controlling way. Both have a fear of losing the other. Issues due to taboos and addiction. I am not sure if it was confirmed. I'm pretty sure Justin said he had a bit of an issue with that. Hailey triggers Justin's jealousy and possessiveness. I don't like this because it's it seems to be leading on the true side, and it's sad that Hailey triggers it for him. Gosh. Both have a desire to know each other's deep secrets. So now we're on to moon. So we have Justin's moon in Libra and Hailey's moon in Aries. They need to adjust to each other. Justin often goes along with Hailey, drawn to their complementary qualities. I should have said that these two signs are sister signs or polarity signs, Aries and Libra. Hailey doesn't put as much effort in as Justin. Justin's moon in Hailey's 10th house. Neutral relationship. Justin feels uneasy around Hailey. They view each other as a trophy. I kind of see that. I feel on Justin's end, Hailey seems to be very much this, perfect girl, sort of fitting with his newer image that he's developed. But also on Hailey's end, now it's just coming to my mind, were they, didn't they, sort of have an on and off relationship in the beginning, and, maybe it's one of those things where, finally, Hailey has gotten, sort of a permanent hold on Justin. Practical reasons for this relationship, and there are practical reasons for this relationship. Hailey's moon in Justin's 5th house. Hailey sees Justin as perfect, and Justin is flattered by this. Hailey drops her emotional guard around Justin and feels an emotional connection with him. Justin appreciates their emotional relationship, and they both enjoy spending time together and have lots of fun together. At least there's some positivity. Their moons are opposite each other, so they have contrasting emotional needs. They're strongly attracted to each other. I think we see again, excellent communication is needed. It's difficult to be in sync, and certain habits will be unbearable for the other. I definitely see this. There seems to be a bit of conflict with their sort of lifestyles. Certain habits will be unbearable for the other. I see this. They seem to like each other, but not each other's habits or anything. Justin's moon conjunct Hailey's Venus. They're mutually supportive of each other. Yeah, they try to be, don't they? Socially popular couple. Agreed. They thrive on each other's energy. I think we saw in the beginning that Justin really thrives off of Hailey's energy, and she really energizes him. Love each other even when the relationship is strained. I assume this is why the marriage is possible thing. This is just another confirming factor with that, really. It's more of a long-term relationship. They have a lot in common. They're a social and business couple. Justin is supportive of Hailey's creative interests. Social activities are important to share together, and there's a caring and loving bond. Yeah, it's just realistically, a lot of other things come into play and don't help it. Justin's moon square Hailey's Uranus. Justin is possessive of Hailey, we see again. The relationship can begin suddenly. I'm not sure whether this relates to, because now it's all coming back to me again. I think this happened in the last reading where I was oh wait, they have all of this history before their marriage. I assume maybe the beginning of the relationship or their more romantic relationship began suddenly, one of those two. Because that very well could have been the case where they were friends and suddenly one of them was oh, let's try this, and now we're here. Justin feels emotionally insecure around Hailey, so I assume that's why he's a bit more controlling and possessive of her. Justin's moon square Hailey's Neptune. Misunderstand each other's signals, not surprising. Possibility of neglecting each other. Confusing relationship. Yeah, why not? Justin is unsure of Hailey's intentions. That's a bit odd. Difficulty maintaining relationship, yeah. Justin is sensitive to Hailey's moods. Hailey's moon, sextile Justin's Mercury. Long conversations, they both feel comfortable being open with each other. We saw this from Hailey's end before. There's a mutual understanding. It's a friendship, so we're going back to sort of, I'm pretty sure they were friends or something of that sort in the beginning, right? Both like a busy environment, they're in a good place for that. They value the other's opinion and advice. Maybe that's why Hailey has taken this sort of back burner, because that's what Justin's opinion and advice was. Hailey's moon, sextile Justin's Mars. They're both open with each other. We're seeing again. Justin feels more assertive. Okay, so there seems to be a bit of a, I don't want to say an issue. There seems to be a dynamic where Justin has the higher power. There's a mutual fascination. Hailey makes Justin feel at ease. Hailey feeds into Justin's ego. So there seems to be also Hailey sort of, I was going to say feeding into him. That sounds weird. But yeah, really, I don't want to say keeping him in check either, but definitely sort of making him feel comfortable. Justin helps Hailey be more confident and bold. At least he's doing something for her in this relationship. Can be tumultuous at times, and both learn about themselves here. Hailey's moon, square Justin's Uranus, so this is another repeated aspect, just inverted, so Hailey's possessive of Justin as well, and Hailey feels emotionally insecure around Justin, so I seem like same thing, she's probably a bit possessive of him because she's insecure. You can also see this as she's a bit insecure because of the whole thing with Selena and Justin possibly. And Hailey's moon, square Justin's Neptune, another repeated aspect, just inverted, so Hailey is unsure of Justin's intentions, and Hailey is sensitive to Justin's moods. So now we're into Mercury, so we have Justin's Mercury in Aquarius, and Hailey's Mercury in Sagittarius. They have common ground. Justin doesn't understand how Hailey takes things personally. I don't know how to feel about this one, especially with Justin feeling he's a bit more assertive in this relationship. He seems to like the power in this relationship. I don't like this. Justin's interest in gossiping tires Hailey. I wonder if this could be related to the whole Selena thing. I'm sorry, I'm bringing her up again, but it just sort of links really well. Because, I mean, him and Selena has always been, probably always will be a gossipy topic. I wonder if this is what ties Hailey. Maybe not, not necessarily Justin talking about it, but because it is coming from Justin's side of everything, maybe Hailey does get tired of that. Share positive and outgoing communication. Yeah, I don't feel like they communicate necessarily poorly. We haven't really seen anything like that. So far, we've seen that pretty good open communication. Justin's Mercury in Hailey's second house. Difficult to see eye to eye together. They lack common views. I see that because we haven't seen a lot of them having a lot of things in common. It's been a lot of, yeah, they like each other. Yeah, they communicate well together, but there seems to be a bit of a clash of things. Both get the impression the other doesn't get them. Not surprised. Hailey's Mercury in Justin's first house. Hailey can easily express herself to Justin. I think we're seeing again, Hailey definitely seems to really put a guard down around Justin. She seems to be very vulnerable with Justin. Justin finds it easy to understand Hailey. And Justin feels more talkative around Hailey. That I agree with more. Justin's Mercury, Trine Hailey's Venus. Hailey is attracted to Justin's intellect. They respect each other's thoughts and ideas. We see again, there is a warm communication. Hailey softens Justin. They're sensitive to each other. They enjoy the same movies and music. They share mutual friends. We saw before how they're pretty socially popular, which you could see that as being in the public eye, but also amongst friend groups. Justin helps Hailey verbalize her feelings, so we keep seeing Hailey really opens up around Justin. So now on to Venus. So we have Justin's Venus in Pisces and Hailey's Venus in Libra. It's a gentle relationship. They're willing to make adjustments for each other. But have difficulty understanding each other's needs. This summarizes the relationship really well, I find, because I keep saying this, they do seem to like each other, and they are willing to make sort of sacrifices for each other. I swear we saw like one of them was like felt they were sacrificing themselves in this relationship. But yeah, they have difficulty actually understanding what the other needs. Like, even though they want to make the adjustments, they're probably like kind of like, why am I doing this? Justin's Venus in Hailey's 3rd house. Justin feels more comfortable around Hailey and he makes Hailey happy. Justin sees Hailey as easily approachable. They're good friends. We're seeing this friendship dynamic. So yeah, I'm guessing in the beginning they were friends. They trust each other and there's easy and natural communication. Hailey's Venus in Justin's 11th house. Hailey immediately likes Justin. They are comfortable with each other. Justin senses he can be himself around Hailey. I'm pretty sure we're seeing again. They both share the same social activities, not surprising. And they're both open with each other, which we keep seeing again. Justin's Venus sextile Hailey's Jupiter. Materially successful, agreed. Hailey finds Justin interesting, going back to how she finds his intellectual side attractive. Ability to get over issues. I'm glad we're seeing softening, a lot of softening aspects. They see the good in each other. It's a relationship of growth. They trust each other. We're seeing again. Socially popular couple. We continuously keep saying, I feel like I'm saying this for the billionth time. They thrive in each other's company, which we're seeing again. And obviously that's coming more from Justin's side. Hailey's Venus, Trine Justin's Mars. Justin enjoys spending time with Hailey. It's a fulfilling relationship. Hailey makes Justin feel confident and desirable. I don't like the way she's doing it. She seems to be, you know, a bit of a, I don't want to say straight up doormat, but she seems to be giving herself too much, I think. Strong romantic feelings and the feeling of love never goes away. Yeah, we saw before how they love each other even when the relationship is strained, so going back to that. Hailey's Venus, trine Justin's Saturn. Justin stabilizes Hailey's emotions, so I guess that's why she feels a bit more comfortable and willing to be more vulnerable around him. I think that's a good way of putting it. She feels more vulnerable around Justin, not only with her feelings, but like with giving herself up. Strong commitment, they sacrifice for each other, just so that they see the relationship as everlasting. Honestly, I hate to say it, but like we really haven't seen anything so far of this relationship being a short-term relationship. The only indicators when it comes to the timing of the relationship has been it's long-term, it's a marriage. They help each other in career, yeah. Hailey admires Justin's strength. Hailey's Venus square Justin's Uranus. They feel they cannot rely on each other. I know we've seen like they trust each other and everything. I feel like in some ways they cannot rely on each other. Like Hailey, you know, getting support from Justin when it comes to more career stuff, like I don't think that's happening. They're separated at times, not really surprising because like on Justin's end anyway, like being a musician, like travel is a thing. Emotional roller coaster. Yeah, because they have, like, it's good, but they also have key differences between them which wouldn't help. Justin resents Hailey's desire for commitment. I wasn't expecting this. It's not a stable relationship. I assumed these two were in the beginning where they had was it an on and off dynamic or a friendship dynamic? I'm not sure. Or it could have been like maybe Hailey was more interested in Justin. He was sensing that, so he probably maybe went on and off with her. Instant attraction. I think we saw in the beginning or earlier how Hailey immediately liked Justin. So now we're on to Mars. We have Justin's Mars in Aquarius and Hailey's Mars in Virgo. Hailey tends to be critical of Justin. I think we're seeing again, there was definitely one of these two were critical of each other before. Experimental relationship, and Hailey isn't satisfied with Justin. I think, yeah, this could be, like, yeah, generally the relationship because she doesn't seem to have anything outside of Justin. Like, I'm sure she's a lovely person, but, like, in the public eye, you know, there are some celebrities where they seem to, like, rely more on their partners than anything else. But there is still something, like, sort of key about them outside of the relationship. It's just the focus lies more on the more famous partner. But with Hailey, like, it seems like, I know she was a model. I'm pretty sure she was. Gosh, that would be awkward if I was wrong this whole time. But yeah, she seems to, I don't really see anything with her modeling now. Like before, you know, I never particularly kept up with her, but like even outside of that, I would see her doing some modeling stuff, whatever, some of her work. But now it really seems like she is just very much for Justin. Justin's Mars in Hailey's second house. Justin triggers Hailey's possessiveness. Okay, so both of these people are possessive of each other. Hailey is more materialistic in this relationship. Justin is patient with Hailey and sentimental with her, probably why she feels a bit more comfortable being vulnerable with him. Justin treats Hailey as an object. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Hailey tends to be more masculine in this relationship. She seems to be, like, genuinely, like, I don't get the vibes that she's, like, this, like, vulnerable little girl. Like, I feel like she sort of, feels pushed off that. Like we saw before, she's not satisfied as such. And another reason why she could be a bit more masculine in this relationship is I'm pretty sure there was something where Justin was, like, really sick, and the whole thing was Hailey was sort of babying him the whole time, being a bit more responsible. It's not traditionally masculine as such, but it is having the kind of higher power and the provider role. Hailey's Mars in Justin's 9th house. There's a strong need to travel together. They have an easygoing chemistry. Hailey is more straightforward around Justin. Hailey feels she can have a good time with Justin. We keep seeing there is an element of them having a really fun and good time together. And Hailey is drawn to Justin. Hailey's Mars sextile Justin's Jupiter. Justin encourages Hailey to assert her independence. In what way? Because I'm honestly going to discard this, because what even? They're competitive with each other. I'm pretty sure we saw in the beginning. Hailey feels more energized by Justin. Okay, I'm glad it's been sort of like flipped over to the other side. Encourage each other to engage in controversial behavior. They have a lot of fun together and they like to try new things together. We just saw there's a bit of an experimental element of this relationship. So, my final thoughts, that was the last aspect. I think compared to the last reading, I feel a bit better this time around. I think last time I was a bit more like a bit washy and that sort of thing, not very clear. I feel like with these two, like, I feel like they're kind of here to stay, like, because we've only seen elements of them having a long-term relationship, nothing indicating that, it's going to, like, dwindle over time or anything. We saw that over time they get more annoyed with each other, but, like, isn't that everyone? And yeah, they seem to like each other, but, like, I feel like they seem to disagree on certain things. Like, I really feel like Hailey is getting, like, I don't know what the phrase is, her candle lit? Her flame is being shut down. I don't know what the phrase is. I do feel like she's a bit more an assertive person. They do seem to like each other. It's just they seem to disagree on a few things. Like, it's just a bit, like, I find that there seems to be a bit of a power struggle, in my opinion, because we've continuously seen how Justin, is a bit more dominant in this relationship. It's really just him being possessive and being more successful in that, it seems like. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for Hailey, but, like, it seems like unfortunately, they seem to like each other enough to try and make this stick out. Like, that's what we also saw in this relationship. There was a couple times where we saw they love each other so much they don't really care if there's bad things happening. Like, they're going to stick it out, which you can see as a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not sure, but it's there. So yeah, if you did like this video, give this video a like and subscribe for more videos from me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!